So I think we've all seen the data, we've all read the newspaper articles, but sometimes it can feel like it's specific to us or like it's our problem, when really the challenges with illiteracy are a nationwide problem. And so I think having the opportunity to view a film like this helps us understand the larger context of what's happening across our country. It gives us a glimpse into what's happening in a few different communities, and then we can process that and think about, what does this mean for us here locally? What are the steps that we're starting to take, and what more is necessary given the historical context that the film presents for us?
So going into the education field, it was difficult for me to understand, why are other students so behind? What are the different factors? And coming here, I'm listening and I'm watching the film, and I'm like, wow, these are all the different factors that contribute to why literacy is so low. And it's not sometimes because poverty, it's because sometimes it's just the curriculum is just not where it's supposed to be. Because there are students that didn't come from poverty and came from well areas and still were behind. And so just hearing all the different factors as to why students are below, mind-blowing.
You all have come here today to join a very, very important conversation. Not just any conversation, but a conversation about the power of literacy.
I believe all children can read. I'm very concerned about the children in South Carolina at my school, because I want them to be successful. And also, we live in a different time, because I look at my personal children. Both of my children are grown now. And I think about when they came through school, they didn't have problems with reading. And I don't know if it was because of me being an educator or what the difference was, but they did not have any issues. But now there are a lot of children that are having issues with school.
The other takeaway, I think, would be the community piece of it, how to engage parents and maybe even explain to parents a little bit more why we're focusing on this aspect of reading, or explaining the phonics behind what we're doing, so to empower them to support their student at home.
My hopes are simple, and I want those babies to succeed, and I want them to grow and be successful, and I want them to have access to a better life. So for me, the work is continuing to make sure that more of them are leaving 5th grade knowing how to read and reading on grade level.
There's that quote about a butterfly flaps its wings in South America and creates a hurricane in California or something like that. I probably have gotten it wrong, but that's what I hope, that the 100, 200 plus people that were in that room, like that was a flapping of a wing for them. They're going to go back to their communities, whether it's community organizations, nonprofits, churches, at a barbecue with their neighbors and friends, and talk about what happened here today, how it moved them, how it impacted them, and that just becomes a catalyst for change. We'd certainly welcome screening the film again for different audiences, and there may be folks in the room that will take that upon themselves to do that. But it's going to take all of us rowing in the same direction to actually make the change that our kids absolutely deserve. And I hope that this is just one more point in the conversation towards improving outcomes for kids in South Carolina.